and it got quiet all of a sudden. All
Yeah.
right, everybody, what's going on? We are live here today on this Monday evening, and I have two of the five people that we are going to get onto a banner and raised up to the ceiling of the 2300 Arena on the night of May 3rd, 2025 for the big TWA reunion of One and Done. I have the two, in my opinion, Philly hardcore legends,
Oh, that's not.
icons, and two guys that beat my fucking ass many times. We got the man in the middle, the one and only Mr. Johnny HotBody,
Hello, everyone.
and the man on the end, the Hitman himself, Tony the Hitman Stetson. What's
Hey,
up, guys?
hey, what's up? What's up?
So we in talks with myself and Joel and ways to have some fun and really like promote the whole thing. The idea came up. How about we start doing some watch alongs of because thanks to Ryan Kavanaugh and the ECWA, Ryan who's doing a tremendous job of putting these trailers together for One and Done and WrestleCon, he came up with the idea of let's start putting out, which is tomorrow, TWA Tuesdays. He's putting out a match a week. And the match he led off with was these two guys who had, one an iconic feud, the Hot Body versus Stetson feud that really changed so much in the Philadelphia area and the future of the wrestling business. And he put up their hair versus hair match. And, I'm going to put the hair versus hair match up there to almost like a scaffold match because it's one of those matches where it's like I'm either going to fall off the scaffold and take this bump that could break my legs or kill me, or I got to lose my hair. Well, now both of these guys are bald and shave their heads, so it doesn't
irrelevant
matter.
now. It doesn't matter now.
But 30 years ago, they had heads of hair.
Well,
And
I did. Johnny had some.
Johnny's
Johnny
was-
he
Yeah,
was fading a little. I had a good head of hair back in the day.
true. I was bleaching my hair for real, like every 4 or 5 days, and I had this great woman in the neighborhood bleach my hair. I got tired of doing it myself and asking my ex for doing it, and professional that she was, she burnt all my hair off, and that was the end of it, man. It never grew back, and yeah, and then the rest I lost in a separation of a Tasmanian devil. Yeah,
so was this was I guess towards the end of your guys' feud.
I think. I know the end match was the barbed wire match,
Okay.
and this was probably getting close to it. Yeah.
Now, and this was from, if I'm correct, was this Autumn Armageddon 90?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Tony, guess what? I watched the match the other day, and I didn't remember any of that. I couldn't tell you because I do know we had steel cage. I know we had a barbed wire that the inside rib on you and I was pulled with the lining of the barbed wire being done with such a shitty job.
Yep.
But then on the next card, it was done ever so professionally for Eddie and Mickey. You know, but they didn't want us doing it. They were trying to put an end to him and I because we were upshining that whole effing locker room. And that is, and hold on a minute. I told you I dropped my wow, where am I? There we go. I'm sorry, man, about that. But yeah, they didn't want Tony and I to shine. There was a jealousy and the politicking that was going on. They might not admit that. I do remember that, man, because it left a bitter mark in my life. It did. I've grown past that and all that, but I don't remember none of the matches. I don't remember the chaos. I don't remember who I pissed off. Quite seriously, I never gave a fuck who I pissed off. Sorry about that F-bomb, but I really didn't because, I had an ego. Everyone had an ego, and everybody else was looking. Like I said, they were looking to bury Tony and I. You want to bring in guys from here, there, everywhere, do whatever they can, upshine you and I, put us on the back burner, put us in some tag team with fucking corny glasses on our heads. Go us,
John.
But
We're
anyway,
talking TWA. You're going on a wrong
yeah.
rampant.
Yeah,
Wrong
I
rampant.
know. You see, that's what happens all the time with them dudes.
I'm going to give you bubble gum to shut your mouth.
All right, I'm done.
All right. So I have queued up, like I said, Ryan put up 2 weeks ago this match, legendary match from your guys' feud, and the hair versus hair match. So whose idea was it to do this match?
I think we both might have came up with it. You want to know what the outcome was supposed to be?
Oh boy. Okay.
No, it comes down to not so much the finish. I had beat Johnny in that match, but they were going to knock me out, seeing Red. And I told Johnny, do my hair like this. I want him to buzz all the top and leave the back. He said, yeah, I got you. Well, here, when we went to use the clippers, it wasn't working. So he was literally ripping the hair out of my head.
Oh.
And I just said,
for real?
Yes. I don't know because there wasn't an extension. I don't know if it was a battery one or extension one, but if it had a cord, there wasn't a long enough extension cord. So it was a dead clippers.
I always thought it was the clippers that they gave us were not the right particular type. I thought they should give
that's
us
what I had heard. That's
shears or shears or something like that.
If the clippers were working, my hair would have came off. Oh, but it wasn't. And Johnny says, "Oh, it's not working." I said, "Just keep doing it," and it was just rip.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what we did for the business.
And you were supposed to be bald then.
Yeah.
And then what would have been our next match, or was that the end of it? I can't see them killing it.
No, because we still had to do the barbed wire. We didn't do the barbed wire yet.
Okay.
So did you guys when you were trying to figure out who was going to go over? Were you both okay with Johnny? It sounds like you don't remember, but did it really matter to either one of you if you shaved your head?
No, I wanted mine because I wanted to change my style of hair.
And for me, putting over Tony was never an issue. I never did.
Likewise,
I never, ever went to anyone, gave them help. Tony, listen, if it wasn't for Tony, there would have never been, me on the other end of that match, because for real, a lot of people thought that him and we kayfabed it to death. Tony told everybody I was an asshole. Meanwhile, him and I talked to each other all the time.
Yeah,
he's my my brother, man. He helped me a lot, and for everyone that knew about wrestling to be on the outside of the joke, it was pretty funny. Because they would come to him and talk all kinds of things.
They would talk trash. You got to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to. You know what's sad? And a lot of these young guys, I don't know how their mindset is nowadays, but when I was still involved in doing stuff, and I used to tell people all the time, you don't need to go over to get over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plain and simple. It didn't matter to me and Johnny who won the match. We both got each other over. That's all that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter.
So true.
And we helped get TWA over. Truthfully, yeah. I mean, seriously, we did nothing than emulate a Brody Abbey match, and in the hardcore fashion. We didn't invent that. We never did. The only thing we may have did was took it where Frank Talent, who was the head of what was going on? What was it called, Tom? What was he head of?
Pennsylvania Athletic Commission.
Yeah, they were like, we don't want no blood, we don't want no violence, we don't want this, we don't want that. Me, Tony went out there and said, you know what? We got to work, man. We're not going to half step it for no one. And we went out there, we broke a few rules, and the best one of it all was once I clotheslined the life out of Frank Talent, it was on. He couldn't stand me. He wanted me to fight me every single match. I think it helped get us over too.
And
Frank
that was
a
the
good
first
help.
and that was the first match we did at Temple. That's when Joel said to you, he says, Johnny, I don't think, yeah. And Johnny was so nervous.
I always was.
And I says,
right,
John,
Tony?
just relax. I says, just follow me. We went out there. So naturally, I took probably 98% of the match. But anyway, but the thing is, he got that spot where I said, there's Frank, take him out. I'm figuring he's just going to bump him. Here he goes in the air, he clotheslines him. Frank got up like a kid at Christmas, man. He was so happy, though. He loved
Frank
it.
Talent was a piece of work, that guy.
Oh, boy.
And then from that point on, we were allowed to do it. We even did it in other places, some of the wildness and, but yeah, we had I know I had a ball with Joel. It was great working for TWA. It really was.
Yep.
Hey, real quick before I hit play. Hey, Johnny, I'm upset right now you're not wearing your Soggy Beaver shirt. Come on, man.
Actually, I got my Captain Spaulding. Anybody know about Captain Spaulding? It's in Rugsville, exit 13. It's a finger licking good. You kill him and eat him right there. It's awesome. Wow. You put your face right down in that chicken. Yeah.
Now, have either of you guys gone back and watched this match since it's been put up on YouTube?
I just did.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I was cringing everywhere. Like every time Tony was doing whatever it was, I was taking bumps on the couch over here. Erica's like, what's going on? I said, I don't know. I feel like I'm on TV doing I'm just joking, man. I really never remember any of that match. I remember seeing red and kind of the God, Tone. I'm sorry, man. The cheers knocked my brains out, man. I don't know. When it comes to remembering this whole wrestling career, wow. Nah, I don't have a good memory of it.
I hear you.
All right, let me see. All right, so I can put us here like this. I got the screen up big so people can see. And the funny thing is, it didn't even start yet. And,
he had just jacked up Todd.
Yeah. Wait, who jacked up Todd?
Who do you think? Wasn't it Johnny?
Well, Johnny, did you?
Yeah. I know why him off the. I know why threw him out of a wheelchair at on the Variety Club telethon. I know that. I mean, he was cool with taking the bumps and getting me over. He was my buddy at one point, but yeah, man. Yeah, I think I backed him up. He went along with it. I took a check or something, Tone.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And that's Michael Tierson right next to you.
Yeah. And ain't that Frank Talent? That's
yeah.
Frank Talent. Yeah.
That's too funny. All
Can
right,
I just say this and get this out of the way?
Of course.
I hate it wearing that hat. I hated them hats.
Tony, it's nice.
And then I hated them more once Mike Bruno start wearing it. That's all I got to say about that hat, boy.
I can't wait for this lumberjack match. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of frustration out on Mike.
All right.
I recognize that kid, but you're wrestling Mike, your old partner.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, bad for him. Oh, damn, Tom.
Yeah, and I'm not. Listen, I'm going to tell you right. No matter what kind of shape I'm in, I you know how my style of wrestling is. I don't powder puff. I don't.
Yeah, it's going to be stiff.
Yes, that's.
Slam him through a table.
What's that, John?
Put him through a table.
No, I'll save that for somebody else. I'm just going to humiliate his ass.
Oh boy! All right, let's hit play and see where we go.
Hair versus hair match tonight. One of these two wrestlers will At 222 pounds, from South Philadelphia, Johnny
Oh, yo, John, you
Wow.
are a heat magnet, brother.
Dude, I don't know whatever I did wrong. I'm from South Philly. They always acted as if they liked me until I put on those. I don't know, man. Whatever happened. Oh my God. Tony, I think, was the one that put everybody up to it.
Probably.
Now, it was this because this was like around or close to or around 3,000 people, if I'm not mistaken. Besides when you guys went and did work for Vince, was this the biggest crowd you guys ever worked in front of?
I worked in front of when I toured Europe in '88. There were some big houses in Europe.
Okay.
So then
I think in Memphis, where was it? There was a Coliseum I wrestled.
Did you work Mid-South Coliseum?
I think that was listen, I was in Memphis. I know it was like for 2 weeks or 9 days or whatever, but I definitely wrestled in some big
Mid-South Coliseum.
It had to be Mid-South Coliseum because somebody sent me a picture with my name in lights, and the rest was me counting the lights. You know, but it was all fun though, man. Yeah. Yeah, but the biggest crowd was with Vince, and of course, these cards with TWA were definitely bigger than ECW.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 weighs 220 pounds. He also hails from South Philadelphia, Tony Hitman Stetson.
Tone.
I had hair. I had nice hair.
You had a great head of hair. The hat, though. So the hat was not your idea then.
No. But it's, once you start using it, you gotta.
It like
I couldn't wait till I eventually kiboshed that hat. Yeah, I hated it. But
jeez.
Just looking at the arena, like it reminds me of watching like an old school, from like the Philadelphia arena.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's so wild. And Johnny, and this is not to like badmouth ECW or anything. The thing is so true. I don't think people realize this. Joel ran these Civic Center shows, and ECW never outdrew TWA in the Philadelphia area.
Listen, I wasn't trying to badmouth ECW because I was ECW champion, tag team champion, and television champion. So for me to say, I had problems with a few guys here, but that's besides the point. The truth of the matter is that the TWA was a hell of a lot better ran than anything that Paulie ever tried to paint as something that he invented. And that's the truth. Joel was a genius, man, and everybody respected him. And that's the truth, man. Look at that crowd. Could you imagine if we had
TV,
this internet? Could you imagine? TNA can't even do this. AEW can't even do this. WWF had some dead arenas for quite a long time. And to see this in the 80s, and this isn't in any credit to Tony and I mean, Tony, I'm not this. Listen, this is about this. This is the way Joel ran it. This has nothing to do with Johnny.
No,
on my part, I don't even care. I have no ego in this, bro. For real. This man did
it was all
this.
Joel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joel.
yeah, and for
Totally.
anybody else to try to take credit for this, it's bullshit.
Mhm. Yep.
But go ahead, I'll let this go, bro.
You don't share the whooping match.
I wish the sound was better. I have no idea what you
Yeah.
said there.
I think I said if yous don't shut up, there's not
It's not
going
gonna
to be
be a
any
match.
match. Yeah, I kind of stole that from Mid South, man. The art of the stall. Tony told me that it's a lot better to get the people into it. Going down south, you seen the way the people were always into it.
Right.
Joel wanted to roll something that was like down south, so the art of the stall and get the people to hate you is a craft that has been lost. Dirty Dom may be the only one that I've seen that's able to get that kind of heat. Yeah, but go ahead.
That kid's good.
He's great. Yeah.
Johnny is blown up running away.
Yes, he is.
I was blown out from the time I was introduced.
Hey, HotBody, you fat piece of shit! Get down from the ring right now!
There you go.
You know what the best part of this was? We always fed off each other. We never, ever talked. Right, Johnny?
There wasn't a spot called.
We just
Seriously.
fed. He fed off me. I fed off of him, and we just played. We had a good time, and we fed off the fans.
Yeah.
One thing I could say I'm so proud of. Never, ever in a match with me and Johnny did anybody ever even whisper the word boring. Never.
Good point.
No, they just hated me, Tony. It was so. I wish there was better sound too, but I
Yeah.
do remember getting hit with batteries, getting
Oh,
escorted. I got escorted out of New Jersey by the state police, man. They protected me on one match. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah.
Do you guys remember how long you were given?
Oh, hell no. Did this match go long?
It goes the 30 minutes.
Wow.
Here, what
5
spot is it?
minutes. 5 minutes in. 5.5 minutes.
We didn't even
in,
touch.
You haven't even locked up yet. And I was
No.
just saying to myself, the anticipation that you're building is just magic.
Yeah, that was old Johnny. That was old Johnny.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Back
Oh
outside.
my god.
Is it driving you nuts, Tone? Like,
Yeah, it's driving me nuts now watching it. I'm thinking, like, when's this thing going to start? Wow.
I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah.
that's so funny.
You should have never told me to go back out again, though.
Yeah, I hear you. You live and learn, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by referee Scott Dickinson that if Johnny HotBody does not immediately get in the ring, he will lose this match by forfeit and he will have his head shaved.
Six and a half minutes in, and something that you guys said earlier, you never heard during any of your matches, and you're not even hearing it now.
No.
It's boring.
Because they knew once we locked up what they were going to see. I think we were, not that we were predictable. They didn't know the degree of violence, but they knew that it was coming.
Yeah.
And they knew Tony was going to beat my ass, and they couldn't wait.
This has gone longer than some of my matches in my career. Seven minutes and 37 seconds
Till we locked up.
Wow.
That's I forgot it was that long. Jeez.
That's amazing. Really.
Is that like a record in stall?
That's up there. It's got to be
It's
up there.
definitely up
Wow.
there. Yeah.
That's a hell of a high spot.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And you know what else? Not to stop it again. You notice how we used to lock up? Nowadays, you see these lock up like they're just afraid to touch each other, man. A lockup is so important. That'll set the whole pace for the match.
You know what? I
You
was
lock up
thinking
strong,
that.
you have a yep.
I was thinking that recently watching WWE. It's like the lockup it's not even about a lockup anymore.
No.
It's just about like just going into your spot.
Right. No, lockup is you could do so much in a lockup, just
Yeah.
your body language. But if you lock up weak, people go say, "Oh, look, they don't want to touch each other, hit each other."
Right. Right.
They rebacked that up.
Yeah, looked like it.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Whoa!
How about that? A drop kick. Wow.
Lock up, drop kick, take it outside.
There you go.
That's the high spot, man. Isn't it?
Oh, that's so fucking awesome.
Up, this ain't Ricochet, man. We don't pop up like popcorns. Come on, let's get it on.
Oh shit. Getting color there, John, already?
I don't know what did I don't know. I really don't know. Because like you know, there's a couple times I'll go down and people would thought they would get color from me, but they wouldn't, because like if they think you're going to come up with color all the time, I don't know. I try to hide it, Tone. I don't know what happens, Tone. Do I come up bloody?
I think you may.
Ah,
I guess we'll see in the next segment.
yeah. That may have been color, Tone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing these pictures now that I think about it.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
When I used to punch you in the head, I never connected, right? They were always smooth, weren't they?
They were smooth. Why? Who said you were
No,
stiff?
no, because I don't know. Some people used to say I used to potato them all the time.
You know, Tone. It's really, it depends on the individual on what they think is potato or
Yeah,
not.
I guess
Because
so.
a lot of guys are punks. A lot of guys are punk ass dudes. You know, you can't hit them. You know, they
No,
go
I hear
crying it around. He stiffed me. They go, you know, there goes your career because somebody goes, you stiffed them. Lord knows you're in a professional wrestling. Okay. Who said you was a potato?
I don't know if they've just been busting my balls for years, but everybody said I was stiff.
Nah,
Well,
never. I was stiff. I think.
Well, we were stiff with each other.
Yeah.
That don't sound right, does it?
No, that don't.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Good. Let's stop talking.
See, now I was I was in the crowd for this.
Uh-huh.
This was my first independent show I went to. It was right before I started wrestling school, and seeing you guys on the outside and the the earlier matches of like Foley and
Yeah.
Gilbert and all, like my life changed. I was like, you never saw this on TV.
No.
I was like, what? This is unbelievable.
Ooh.
What are you guys thinking as you're watching this?
Now I know why I need hip
We feel
surgery.
the way they do.
Yeah, hip surgery. My elbows are shot. I used to draw a syringe of blood out of my elbows after Tony and I would get done a match. Not complaining, never told anybody that. This may be the first time I said that, but I would smash my elbow so bad, man, hitting that concrete floor. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's funny seeing like a lot of the familiar faces in
Yeah.
the crowd too.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's good color.
Yeah.
Tony's like, all right, I got to take the fence apart. I can't climb over.
Yeah, I wasn't trying that. Oh, look, I did.
Hey! How much fun? I mean, seriously, did you guys have being able to do these style matches when you're getting it up and going through the crowd?
It was great. It was
awesome. I really can't believe we really did this stuff, Tony, and you know, it's mind-boggling sometimes. I don't know how we did it.
Did you ever have a moment like when you're in the crowd like that and either one of you or both of you are bleeding and you see like a kid or somebody like horrified?
I used to see some, when the blood was dripping. Yeah, they were like, ugh, stay away from me.
Tony, do you remember throwing me into
Amy? That was in the first blood match, yeah. Yeah.
That was one of the bloody. We ruined it. Oh man, and that was all you. She couldn't stand me.
No, was it Amy Lee?
It was Tony. Tony did it.
Oh.
She was right in the front row there. She took off.
Yeah, she didn't want to get her clothes stained again.
That's funny.
Amy was great though. Yeah, she hated John. She despised Johnny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now, Tone, knowing the type of person that you are, the
Mhm.
worker you are you like kind of like, all right, it's my turn now, Joe. Let me bleed.
You know, I was pissed off in that match because I didn't have to get color.
Oh, that's
I used
so
to
funny.
hate when just one of us had to bleed. Like if Johnny bled, I wanted to bleed too. I won't tell you how many times Johnny cut me, not on purpose, but he almost sliced my right nipple off in a match because something was exposed. I ain't gonna say what. And then we were doing this cage match, and he gashed. I still got the scar on my look. I don't know if you can see it. No, probably not. He sliced my hand too, but then I only sliced him once. I cut his tights, and he was pissed off because I went to grab him, and I went to reach for his ass, and I sliced his tights, and he was like, "Oh, yo, I just bought these tights. What the hell, Tone?"
Adrian Street, what those tights were very cheap. Let me tell you.
I know they weren't.
No, but Tone, do you get color at all in any of our matches for real?
Yeah, yes, I think this is the only one I didn't.
Okay, all right. Well, you're doing a great job on it. Do I spot in here besides the finish, or does this is you beat me the whole match, right?
Do I have to answer that question? I think that's how it usually went, John. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
It's all right. Let's just go on, dude. It's not. I love it.
You know, you know what the crazy thing is? My computer just froze.
Oh,
My screen went black and my computer froze, and I can't get. Let me give it a minute. Let me see if it'll come back.
You
to
have
life.
me sideways, I think, over
Yeah,
here.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
I just
sideways.
saw somebody said that you went
yeah, you're
sideways.
sideways.
Whoa. Erica, how do I get on sideways
Do
here?
you feel dizzy being that way?
Yeah, man, I'm afraid you fall off the earth. Isn't it round?
Oh boy.
Wow, dead silence.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Yeah, that went over.
You know, I'll never forget when this is with Joel. We were doing we did the two shows. One was I forget where they were. We did a Friday night and Saturday night. In fact, that's when Wahoo told us how to. We had just started gigging back then, and he told us he was the one who taught me where to put the blade. So the one night I think I worked with Johnny, and the next night I was working with Mick Foley. So I never forget. Mick comes up to me that night after the first night. He says, "Tony," says, we're working tomorrow. He says, "Now now that guy can take a beating, and he can take punishment. You know what he comes up to me. He says, I got this spot where you smack me, but don't smack me like you smack HotBody." Like, wow. Yeah, we were a little rough, but that's how we liked it.
You know what? I don't think we were rough, Tony. I don't, man.
Not to each other. Listen, we laid stuff in, but that was our choice. I always say that was our choice, And we didn't, when we worked with each other, that's the only way we knew how to work, was that's what people expected us to do.
Here's a question, Tone. I never asked you to ask. When you went to work with other guys, did they ever say to you, "We're not doing that stuff you and HotBody do"? Did
Oh,
any
yeah.
of them ever turn and refuse that with you?
Yeah, but they still did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I at the time, yeah,
Hey
I
guys,
remember.
keep talking. I'm gonna reboot my computer. See if I can.
Okay.
All right.
I remember I did this. I forget at what point it was. I was working. I tagged with little Guido. He was Damian Stone back then, and we were wrestling. It was a tag match. I think it was Ray Odyssey and I forget who else. And I says, "No, I'm the senior guy." So I says, "Here's what we want to do. We're going to go up through the crowds." "Oh, we don't need to do that." I said, "No, we're doing it," and that's what we did. They didn't want to do it. A lot of guys didn't want to do certain things because they
they
didn't
all
want to.
wanted. Yeah, they all wanted to do their high spots,
Yeah.
flying off the ropes and risk your breaking your neck and whatnot. But crazy business, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of guys tell me that they didn't want to work the way you and
You and
I.
I were.
And
No.
then they would question, "Do you guys know how to work?" And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Wait
Yeah.
a minute, are you serious?" Yeah, but it is what it is, right?
Hey, look, we set our path. That's what we decided to do, and that's what we did.
If I had to do it again, I would have ended my career right after TWA.
Yeah.
Tony. Seriously,
Well, that's
I would have never tried to go any further because there was never another organization or a place to work, even though it's independent. The way Joel ran it, it wasn't
it
independent,
was
man.
special. Yeah.
It was different. It was definitely different. uh you had a lot of top names,
Yeah.
and a few guys that were fortunate enough, Larry Winters, DC Drake, yourself,
Mhm.
and me. We were blessed with Joel, man, to give us
100%.
that opportunity.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to come any other way.
Because a lot of people shied away from you and me working with each other because
Yeah,
of what we did.
yeah. Well, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think I stiffed you enough times for a lot of guys to be worried if I was going to hurt them.
Well,
I mean, there was the cowbell
that was
incident.
that was
Oh
the
my God,
freakiest.
Tone.
And
Yeah,
and the thing is with that, I didn't feel a thing. It's crazy.
I did. I looked at you, man. That I was like, Tone, your eyes filling up with blood. I think we better get this match over. However, I know you. I never seen anything like that in my life. You get hit with a cowbell on the top of your head, and your eyeball bulges out. Amazing, amazing, Tony. But you know what, Tony? I'm really, really this banner going up and down. I'm just fortunate enough to be there with you, Larry, and
That's
DC Drake, because you guys had a career. I didn't.
yes,
I
you
was.
did, John. Don't say
Yo,
that.
bro, yo, for real. I had a career in TWA, and that was greatest thing that ever was
It
my
was special.
accomplishment, bro. For real.
And
But
guess what? That
yeah,
says the world, man. TWA was one of a kind.
yep.
Hey, I'm gonna real quick. We have a nice hello from an old friend here. Kathy Fitz, can't wait to see you guys. May 3rd, 2300
Kath.
Arena.
Hello, Kathy. She used to do our EKGs, right, Tony?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she got us. She got me through it. I had a heart problem that whole time, Tony.
I know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know that now.
Yeah, the whole time I'm wrestling with a bum heart, and I don't know how the state commission didn't pick up with that. What is it? My one valve wouldn't work right. It wouldn't pump.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Johnny, you were a great guy and still are a great guy and great worker.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, a great worker. I don't know.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Stan.
Stan Collins in the house. We got another.
Thank you.
Let me see. Jeremy Crenini in the house. Captain Spaulding was my boy.
Rob Zombie.
Chris J, let's go. Kyle Ray, been watching old ECW on Peacock, and I've always heard of these two, but never saw them until just now. Both solid workers from the stuff I've seen so far.
Kyle, you got to go and pull up the First Blood match from TWA.
Or
Woo!
the tag team match with me and DC Drake against the Blackhearts with Luna Vachon. Luna Vachon and I go at it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. She jumped on my back, Tony. She ripped into me, man. She opened me up. Boy, I had cat marks on my back. Whoa. She was one of a kind, too.
Absolutely. All right, let's go. Let's see. I was going to say Johnny's only offense was staying out of the ring.
That was
up until now.
Yes, that was very offensive, wasn't it?
Yes. I tried to work minimal, less spots as possible. Boy, Carl. I'm so burnt. I'm lucky I'm getting my leg up, Tom. I'm so gassed, man. Oh, jeez.
I really didn't realize this match went this long.
Neither did I. I'm sweating over here. When's it ended? Fast forward.
We're only halfway done.
We're only at the halfway mark.
Oh, my.
But I'm sure this includes like the whole segment with
the whole that was
the hair segment. Do you see the people in the front row getting all amped up when they were getting ready for that bump?
We always had this thing. I would always slam him on the floor. He would suplex me on the floor. That was our thing. We never changed it around.
Big high spot. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. What was that?
I think I didn't feel like taking the second suplex.
Oh my God, Tom.
Tony put
That
the brakes
hurt.
on.
Yeah, but he still was committed.
Why didn't you want to take that suplex? Was there
Johnny,
any reason?
I can't tell you today. I probably couldn't tell you then. I don't know. Yeah, that's usually I don't do that.
You better not do. Listen, I'm going to tell Mike Bruno to slam you now. I mean, suplex you on the floor. I see you don't do that. Now I'm going to give him the key to beating you.
Oh,
No,
boy.
I'm
There you
joking,
go.
man. That's crazy. I didn't
We've
even
seen a
take-
weakness now.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Bruno's one of the people
That's-
watching quietly.
Yeah. Now I know how to get him.
Do you know what you did there, John? It's like you grabbed something from one of the fans or something.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He threw something, didn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I really didn't. I didn't.
Yeah,
Nah.
I couldn't see what it was, but it looked like you grabbed something from them.
Maybe a sign that said HotBody sucked. I don't know. I don't know. Might have said Tony's the best. Who knows? Might have said eat a Geno steaks. You never know.
I honestly, I was not expecting that. It was
No.
out of nowhere.
That was a wrestling hold. That was a wrestling move. See?
Tony, you're taking credit for wrestling. I think the figure 4 was a wrestling move.
That was, yeah. I was proud of you doing that.
I mean, those spinning toe holds
That
were
was
a
good.
wrestling move. I mean,
The psychology working my leg was wrestling. Yeah.
I'm wrapping it around the. I don't know, man. Maybe it wasn't wrestling. Who knows, man? Who knows? I know I was. That went long, Tony.
That did go long.
That went
The match,
really
now
long.
look, it ended at 21 and some change. So the whole haircutting thing is rather
8
lengthy.
minutes. So it was what was it? 8 minutes before you got in the ring.
Yes.
So it was actually about 13 minutes of match time, and then we have 8 minutes of the hair cutting.
Yeah. How about that?
But who came up with the finish?
We wanted to do something quick. I think. I don't know.
It may.
Was it Joel?
It could have been Joel, man.
Yeah.
It could have been Joel, and I really think it was Joel.
Yeah, because I don't think we've been smart enough to come up with that. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was one of us, man,
Yeah, we would. No, it would have been something else. Yeah.
Wow, that was kind of long, stalling and getting beat for all that time. Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Hitman Tony Stetson.
There goes Chet.
Chet was perfect in that role with you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. I see this is the craziest thing, man. It's hard to remember these things. I put them so far behind me, man. But I guess so, man. I remember Chet somewhat. It's crazy. I don't even really remember Chris Candido. I think I told you, Bay.
Yeah.
I don't remember how we got together and whatnot. I don't. How Chet even wound it up with me, I don't know. Was that you, Tony?
No, that was Joel.
It was Joel?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
I was. It seems like a doing of Joel's. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he stayed with me for how long? Just this particular thing?
I think it was just not. I can't remember that. I don't know if it was a long period or
I think he was with you for a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I miss Chet. He was a character for sure.
Oh
I miss
boy.
that dude.
Yeah.
HotBody, listen to me, brother. Shaking your head going to give me more satisfaction than making love to any woman in this place.
Oh, I remember that statement.
Whoa, that statement didn't sound. Oh, Tom, these people are going nuts, Tom.
Oh, that looked fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tony, I
Johnny
not
was
touched you
speechless.
with that, did I?
No.
No, all right.
Could you tell? No.
It looked good. I just
It
was
looked really
afraid that
good.
I stiffed you, Ton. I was like
No.
waiting for you to say I broke your jaw. I did something.
No, that was good. That was good. And that chair is hard to work with too.
Whoa!
That was good. What was that?
Somebody tried to throw a can at me or something, dude.
That was a nice catch.
I couldn't do that again. Nowadays, it would have knocked me out, man. Look.
I got to say though, doing it this way instead of, actually shaving Johnny's head is just the fucking heat elevation on Johnny. It's just like the towering inferno now.
Yep.
Tony, I still don't understand why I had this heat. I really don't.
Because you piss people off, Johnny.
I didn't try to, Tony. I really didn't. I was just having fun.
That was your natural personality.
It would have been funny if you slipped into Chet's head.
Wow, that would. Wow, if we can go back now, huh?
Right?
Yeah, I don't think I don't know if there wasn't batteries in the friggin' thing or what, but it wasn't working.
Well, here's the thing that I could clearly see that none of yous want to scrapulate on. Who was holding those clippers and who gave up the clippers?
Wasn't that Todd?
There you go. That's mistake number 2. Mistake number 1 was trusting him with them clippers.
Yeah.
He drained them.
Tone, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, I kept saying, ouch, it's not working. It's not working. I said, just keep going, whatever.
Tony, you had some thick hair too, Tony.
I did.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, that was definitely a thick head of hair.
Yeah. I mean, he was able to get some of it off, but not as much as, wasn't like I was sitting in a barber chair. That's for sure.
Right.
Well, Tony, thank you, Tony. Seriously, Tony, for real, thank you, man.
Thank you, Johnny. We did it together.
Wow.
I keep looking on the floor to see hair, and I'm not seeing nothing.
No, there's not much came off, but I felt it.
It's a shame because I think that kind of hurts it, Tony.
What?
Do you think that kind of hurts it?
No, I don't think they really cared. No. Now, if that would have not worked, if you were sitting in that chair, they would have been pissed.
Yeah.
That's a good thought.
Yep. There's something. You seen that little flurry? There was a little flurry of hair.
Yeah, yeah. Look who came to save you. Mike Bruno.
Well, how ironic is that?
Is that Chris Candido
That's
with the tights?
Candido. Yeah, Candido, Bruno, and I don't know who the other
Johnny
Johnny Osborne.
Oh, Johnny O. All right.
Yeah, Johnny Osborne.
And then who was the dude in the overalls in the back?
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Oh, what was his name? Haney. Wasn't it Hillbilly Haney or something?
Oh, yeah. Is that Amy?
Yeah.
Haney. Haney. Oh, that's so funny.
Tony, that was your number one fan.
Wow.
HotBody, listen to me. You go in the back, you come up to John Thornhart, you tell him that I won with you, beating you, no one else. Listen, brother. HotBody, I want your ass in a barbed wire match, brother.
Oh, that's like the barbed wire, man.
Listen to the pop that gets.
Yeah.
Nobody.
There it is. Wow. History, guys. That's history right
That is,
there.
yeah. I'll tell you, I remember walking out to the barbed wire match. I was so ready to turn around and walk back when I saw the way that ring was wired. That's it. So sucked, right, Johnny? The way they did that.
Absolutely. Well,
Did you just say gosh?
what did I say?
Did you just say gosh?
Yeah. No, the way things just worked out with, don't nobody wanted us doing what we were doing. You know that. It's like, I think the steel cage matches were great.
Yeah.
The first blood match was awesome.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of matches, Tony, though,
Yeah, we
like
did.
in between all those too. I mean,
Yeah.
what even led up to it?
Oh, yeah. When we used to do those shows, I remember that one in Trenton. Remember we busted through the doors? We almost knocked the old woman over when she was walking down on the pavement.
That was TWA also.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we used to have some great crowds too. I wish we had all those matches on video somewhere where I think there was a guy that used to sell our videos at the shows. He would set up a table.
Uh-huh.
He would sell all of our matches like on a side. Back then you didn't. Anybody could have filmed it. With their big recorders that we had back then, betas and VHS tapes.
Uh-huh.
Jeannie says this is awesome, and I love you guys.
No, we love you, Jeannie.
We love you, and thank you so much.
We got we got to do this again. We'll do this again in a few weeks, and I think the barbed wire match is on YouTube as well. If not, I'll get Ryan to put it up.
That's on there. And the first I keep going back to First Blood because I totally annihilated Johnny. I just beat his ass so friggin' bad. That was such a joy. And the other thing, I was so juiced up, I was ready to pop out of my skin. I was on such a cycle back then.
Did you get that? I don't remember, Tone. I'd like to see that.
On YouTube, just put in me and you First Blood match. It'll come up.
Okay, I'll get Erica to do it. I'm not.
You're not computer gifted. I know.
It's not about that. I don't want to be connected to the internet, man.
Oh, well, then let Erica pull it up.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Oh,
well, guys, this has been amazing. Anything you want to add about the match that we might have missed, or?
Johnny, one question. Why did you ever stomp on that hat I used to wear? You could have really done me a favor back in the day.
I think the person that was taking the garb away would always hide that. I don't. Did I have a robe at that time? I would go to the ring with.
There were times you used to go. I remember your robes. I don't know if you ever wore them in the convention center though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know any of it. Listen, I barely remember that I ever had a career in wrestling, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that won't even remember that Johnny had a career in wrestling.
Oh, here we go again. Look, wait, here, look. Here's the world's smallest violin. Wow.
There you go. Wow. Stan says he can't wait for One and Done. This was awesome. TWA.
Way to go, Stan. Thank you, brother.
Stan the man?
No, not
Stan the fan. No, come on. Gianni, why were there no commentators? These were not actually for sale. These were just basically taped and for Joel's collection, and I think you pass out to the guys too.
Yep. But here's another awkward silence. What's going on?
Yeah, guys? Right. So One and Done, May 3rd. Tickets are on sale now for WrestleCon during the day, and one and done at night. 2300arena.com. Get your tickets. Major announcements coming up on Wednesday, and some other announcements and additions to other things, and possibly this week, possibly next week. I don't know when we're making those announcements, but the big major announcement is this Wednesday. So everybody stay tuned to the TWA Facebook group, and stay tuned to the Chubby Dudley page and everybody else involved in the TWA, because we'll all be sharing the hell out of this once this announcement is made. Trust me. All right. Anything you guys want to add?
It's been a pleasure as always with you, Bay. You too, Johnny. Oh, I like that we can't hear him now.
Yeah, right?
Are you there?
There
now
you
we
go.
can.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I said it's been a real pleasure getting to relive this. I thank you for the experience, Tony and Bay. Seriously, I love you, brother, too.
Yeah,
Love
which
you,
everything
bro.
you
Love
and
you
Joel are
guys.
doing is just special, man.
Yes, this is incredible. Definitely.
It's going to be a very emotional and a fun fucking
Yes.
day and night.
The hardest part for me that day is not to cry. Because
Oh, please! I'm already. I've been crying
I'm
already.
like in my, it's everything's coming full circle.
Joanne Tracy's in the house. She says, "Crazy fun times. Looking forward to seeing you guys."
Hey, Joanne, look forward to seeing you too, sweetie.
Yes, definitely.
And Gianni, he is our belt guy. He got our
Oh,
belts.
I saw
made
them. They
for
look
us.
amazing.
Right.
Yeah, that is one beautiful belt.
The
You know,
belts
they were nice.
are on sale.
They were beautiful belts when I was wearing them and
Of
Tony
course.
was wearing them, weren't they?
I
Tom?
never had a belt because my singles career went down the toilet when he gave me Mike Bruno.
Oh,
That's all
Tony, I really didn't know that. I didn't know he.
No. Yeah, that's why I got such aggression towards Mike. Beef with Mike. Yeah, he ruined my singles career, buddy.
I had no idea. You should have beat him in the locker room every chance you had.
Guess what? I got one more chance.
May 3rd. Everybody gets to watch the beating.
Yes,
Tony, this is probably going to be the first time that I'll be cheering for you to win.
Hey, Johnny.
Yes.
Make sure, because you'll be a lumberjack, make sure you have your walking stick with you, okay?
I'll have my walking stick and a wheelchair and a breathing machine in case I get sure to win. You know.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you going to be at ringside? Do you want to be a lumberjack at ringside?
I would love to be there, man. You don't think I would love to be there? Listen,
I didn't know if you were able to do health wise or not.
Health wise, I don't think like I could ever run a match ever again, get excited, none of that. But I'd like to be there and just walk.
I would be disappointed if Johnny was at ringside as a lumberjack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got to make a special stipulation though. No one's allowed to touch me.
John, anybody touches you, I'll touch them. That's a promise.
You know, I'm fragile these days and I break. And not only that, you would have to deal with Erica. And listen, she's ready to get in that ring. She's ready to get in that ring and wrestle right now. From what? No, she changed her mind. She was a big talker. You know, I have to ask you a question, and I'm not going to mark out, but I have a question, man. You know, I had the pleasure of really meeting Tully Blanchard and working with him and Iron Anderson. And I would like to know, man, is Tess Blanchard really going to be at this? Because it seems like she's having problems, bro.
Yeah, she's going to be there.
Well, I can't wait to meet that lovely lady.
Here's the thing, and I'll say this. When I presented this idea for this match to Joel, I knew the problems she had. And that's why she has been in Mexico for the last 5 years, and nobody would give her a second chance to try to redeem herself. And me and Joel have been talking Joel has been talking to her for the last 4 months. And as soon as we got the confirmation, we announced it. because she actually was in negotiations with TNA. We were waiting until she got her contract done, and once she got the contract done, she was able to clear with TNA. She needed that date open to work for us. So,
You know, I'm up for managerial duties that night. I just wanted to let you know if she needs a manager, I could guide her career in the right way. I mean, who had more heat than me? Her. Oh my God. Go ahead.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Could be a match made in heaven.
How about that?
Crazy
boy.
times.
Oh shit.
But yeah, man, I was concerned about that for real, bro.
Yeah.
That was a real issue there.
You know, it's hey, look, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
She's on the right path. She's been doing very well, and I think by time May 3rd rolls around, it's going to have died down a lot.
Well, that'd be great. She deserves a second chance. Who in this world hasn't messed up
Exactly.
and gotten a second chance? Quite seriously, you
Sure.
know.
Hey, look, I truly, I feel that girl is one of the top probably 5 workers in the business today.
Mm-hmm. I agree, and yeah, definitely. Well, Tony, did you ever see her?
Yeah. I agree with you guys. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I will be talking to you both very soon, as
All right,
always.
Bay. Thank
to
you again.
everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure 2300arena.com. Get those tickets. May 3rd is less than 105 days away, and we are going to have a true one-and-done blowout bash. So everybody needs to be there.
Thank you, Bay,
Thanks,
and thank you,
everybody, for
Tony,
watching. Thank
and
you,
thank
Johnny.
everyone.
Thank you,
Yes,
Bay. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
Forget Joel.
love you, Joel.
Yes, we do.
Hey, Joel, I love you, but you're an asshole. I had to say it.
Oh, boy.